think about 50 scholars from Higher Achievement Baltimore to our training facility to learn a little bit about electricity and gas and what you need to do to operate safely around both of those, and how BGE produces those things and delivers those to our customers in Maryland.
Higher Achievement is a year-round after-school and summer program for middle school students. Our ultimate goal is to help middle school students gain academic skills so that they can advance to top high schools and eventually go on to college.
Thank you, thank you. I'm going to tell you a quick story about how I came to work at BGE. Higher Achievement is doing a tremendous job, spending hundreds, upwards of almost 700 hours a year dedicating themselves to additional education, academic advancement for these scholars. And we at BGE are just trying to do our part to give back to the community. We did so in a grand way today with a $20,000 check for Higher Achievement, but I think even more importantly, we gave these scholars an opportunity to see what a day in the life of a line worker or a gas construction worker or an engineer at BGE would be all about. And hopefully that will incent them to stay in school and work hard, and hopefully in the long run become employees at BGE.
Just keep adding pipe along and you can't break it. You can't break it. You can't pull it.
We've had the opportunity to come out to BG&E, to the training center, where students can learn about the jobs that are out there. They can learn also about safety in the community. And it also aligns with our goal around STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Because one of the things we know is that so many students are not prepared sort of for 21st century skills and jobs. So this kind of thing, to sort of see the real life application, makes it relevant. So if I said to a student, let's study science, that may not mean anything, but if they get to see, you know, wires and electricity and how that all works, it is relevant and it deepens the learning that they do.
This event was about educating the kids on what they could have in the future. A lot of these kids come from troubled backgrounds or, you know, an environment where they only see negative influences. We as a company, we wanted to show them if they, you know, work hard in school, if they go home every day and study, their future could be bright.
Actually, I come from the background that these kids come from. I actually come from the background. One of the elementary schools here at Lakeland, I actually went to that elementary school myself. So I understand where they come from, and it kind of gives them a reminder that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. And as long as you work hard and go for it, no matter what your surroundings are, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve.
I volunteered today because just to help out the kids, and also I didn't really have this option open up to me. Fortunately, I found it on my own after a little while, but when I was in school, it was kind of college or, you know, go out on your own and hopefully you'll find something. I say that these kids are bright. I mean, it's not the time out of my day, but it's the time out of their summer. I remember when I was a kid, the summer's good as gold. I was outside on a bike somewhere, but for them to take the time out of their day to come here, I can appreciate that.
1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna...
If I study hard and keep going to school, I'm gonna get a job and I'm gonna get a career.
This is a company that I would want to work for when I get out of school.
If you keep going to school, you might get a good career, and BGE might be one of them.
I'm really interested in the career of BGE because it looks fun, and it could teach me how to, if my mom, when later in years, if my mom needs some help with the electricity or stuff like that, I can just go over there and fix it for her.
My favorite thing was when we were over near the box learning about the gas and when the fire came out the box. I'll smell it.
It was fun.
It means the world to me. I am always trying to pay it forward from
the time that I was in middle school, someone had to play a role in my life, and so they kind of swayed my interest into the field of STEM technology. And so to be a part of a company that actually allows you to give back, you know, on work company time, it's fantastic. I couldn't ask to work for a better company.
Just to see the smile on the kids' faces, to see the excitement in their eyes when it was about building the generator or the boombox, all of it was beyond what we expected it to be. It's a great feeling that we get to go home with at the end of the day.
One of the great privileges that I've had as a board member serving higher achievement, being with BGE, is to make a contribution to this organization. And on behalf of Baltimore Gas and Electric Company, I was very pleased today to be able to present a check for $20,000 to higher achievement so they can continue to do the great things they're doing in Baltimore.
And what's happening, we're feeding back through this way, down across here.
I think the best ending to this story would be 5, 6, 7 years from now when some of the trainees that are here today that interacted with the scholars have an opportunity to have a great career at BGE and come back as trainers, and these scholars have a great school career and graduate from high school or college and come through White Marsh and are actually trained by the individuals that were here today and spending time with them.
It's rewarding because looking at them sitting in those seats, it reminds me of myself. And you know, sometimes all it takes is that word of inspiration, and for kids to see me and other guys that came from that same background, for them to see us, you know, maybe that'll give them some inspiration. Hey, I can do this. I can become something better, or I can come out of this environment and make something better of myself.
Perhaps we may have planted a seed in these children for careers in STEM. So basically just to repeat and to see that they weren't ready to leave. They really just wanted to stay and come back. So I promised the scholars that this wouldn't be their last visit to BGE or BGE's last visit with them.